What is up, guys? It's B from Shifty Pixels, and today I've got another quick mod review. This is the camping mod by Rick Mold for version 1.5.2. And as you can see, I kind of wanted to spruce up the mod reviews, so I made this little hut and put everything inside. So I hope you guys like that. If you do, leave a like or a comment saying you do, just so I know to keep doing it. Couple notes about this mod: it's not completely finished and it's not too close to being finished. There are a lot of things that I don't know how to craft, what they're used for, or how to find them. Also, there are things called campsites, which are supposed to be very rare spawns, a little more rare than villages, and it spawns campers and like campsites, tents, and all that. But I've never found one, and apparently that's where you get a couple things that you cannot craft or that hasn't been told to be able to craft in the forums. But hopefully that'll be updated in 1.6. Anyways, let's get into it. When you first spawn, you get in a new world with the mod installed. You get a guidebook, which if you right click, gives you this HUD, and it comes up. You can click any one of these. You can navigate through and see all the crafting recipes for everything. But it doesn't have the crafting recipes for absolutely everything. It's missing out on a couple things, so it's not completely finished. But the first thing that we're going to create is the camper's tool, which is the most important out of all the tools because it helps us craft everything else over here. It's crafted by putting 3 iron ingots down the middle of the crafting table and then 6 rose red around the sides. And you put this into the crafting table with the rest of the items you need to craft these things, and you'll get your tool back, but it's used by durability, and it has exactly 100 uses. There's also a camper's tool V2, which I'm not sure how to make. It's barely mentioned in the forums, but what it does say is that it has 250 uses, which is different from the first one, which is only 100. Next is the decorative campfire, which as you can see is this with the normal fire particles. There's no special use for it except for decoration, and it's crafted by putting 3 smooth stone, not cobblestone, smooth stone on the bottom, a flint above it, and then 3 torches surrounding it. And then you right click to place it down, and that's pretty much all it does. Next is the multi-cooking campfire. Forgot the name of it. And it has green particles. You right click it to place it down, and it's crafted by taking the original campfire and surrounding it with 4 furnaces. If you right click on this, it brings you this up. You can cook six things at once in this, but it's like 2.5 times slower. I think that's what it was. But it does let you cook 6 things at once. So if we get some food, I'll show you that. So let's get some raw chicken, not an apple, raw pork chop, raw beef, and some raw fish, and throw it in there. Oh, I need some fuel too. Miscellaneous, cool. Alright, so if I throw this in here, it'll cook, but as you can see, it's moving really slowly. If you put something like iron ore in there with like a raw fish, what will happen is it'll, like, say you have like 3 raw fish in there and 1 iron ore, it'll cook the time it takes to cook an iron ore, but it'll cook 3 raw fish. So basically it'll cook how many of the lesser amount in the time it would take to cook the one with the longer amount, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to go ahead and take these. Next we have, I'm going to throw these away now. Next we have the fast cooking campfire, which cooks everything 5 times faster, but it does, it's kind of hard to create. It takes 4 flint and steel in the original campfire, and if you put it in here, it's just like this. It's pretty simple, pretty effective. So if we take some food, let's take raw pork chop, take these, throw this in here, throw this in here. You get the raw pork chop back really quickly, so it's really convenient if you need to cook stuff fast. Next we have the cheap cooking campfire, I think it's called. Yep, cheap cooking campfire with the gray particles, and it's crafted by putting the original campfire in the crafting table surrounded by 4 ender pearls. And this is for anyone who can't really find coal easily. So what this allows you to do is it allows you to cook your food without coal, but it takes a lot longer, and there's a chance that you will not get any of it back. You can also cook 2 things at once in it, but like I said, it's got a chance of not giving you anything back, but it also has a small chance of giving you twice as much. So there are kind of a lot of upsides and downsides. So we're going to let that burn while that goes, because that's going to take a little while. Finally, for the campfires, we have the best of the campfires. It's the instant campfire, and it's made by putting the blue campfire on top, green, and and then the normal one, and then the gray one. It has to be in that order or else it won't work. So what this allows you to do is cook food instantly, like it says, which is very convenient. It allows you to cook 64 stacks at once, so you just have to right-click on it, and it gives you 64 back, or however many you want to cook. So that's really convenient. Let's go check on this really quickly. There we go. We got the same thing back. Next, we actually have to move on to the canvas, because the tent uses the canvas. So canvas is crafted by putting the camper's tool in the top left and then 6 string on the bottom, and you get 10 canvas. The canvas can be used for a bunch of different things, including the sleeping bag and the tent. So I'm going to show you the sleeping bag. Sleeping bag, oh crap, I was wrong. Sleeping bag is created by just 3 wool across. It's like making a bed just without the wood on the bottom. And then there's the tent pegs, which is crafted by putting 1 camper's tool in the crafting table with an iron ingot, and that gives you 4 tent pegs. You only need 2 tent pegs to make a tent. The tent is crafted by taking 5 canvas and putting it over 2 tent pegs, and that'll give you 1 tent. I'll show you the tent in a second. First, I'm going to show you what's down here, the rest of the stuff. So, for food, we have marshmallows, and it's crafted by putting 6 sugar on the outsides, an egg in the middle, a water bottle on top, and a bowl in the bottom. You get the bowl back for some reason. I don't know why you really need it, but you get the bowl back. You also get 3 marshmallows. And to craft a marshmallow on a stick, you put the stick in the bottom left, and then the marshmallows in the middle. And then I'll give you 3 marshmallow sticks. The marshmallow sticks, you cannot eat the original marshmallows, I don't think. Actually, let me check that really quickly. Oops. Oops. Alright, let's try to eat this really quickly. Actually, I can't while my hunger's full. So we're just going to continue. So to make the cooked marshmallow on a stick, you just take the marshmallow on a stick and you right-click it into the campfire, any one. You don't do this. There's no crafting table. You just go up and you click it into the campfire. So let me show you that. I'll show you with the insta-cooking. So you go up to it, right-click, and it'll give you a cooked marshmallow, and it heals a lot more hearts than the original marshmallow on a stick. And then there's a new plant, which is the radish. I think the only way you can get seeds is if you find a campsite, but again, they're very rare. What's special about these, I planted some over there, is that you can plant them on grass, not on sand, but on grass, just like that, and it grows in under 5 minutes. It's got the same texture as carrots, just with a purple bottom instead of an orange bottom. It's basically the same as that, and you get seeds and beets back, or radishes. And I forgot how much food they heal, but it's pretty useful because you can plant it anywhere. You don't have to till the ground, and you get a pretty good amount pretty quickly because they grow in under 5 minutes. So we're gonna take these downstairs and continue with the mod review. Then there are the backpacks. This is a small backpack with a blue button, and that's crafted by putting 8 canvas all around the crafting table except for 1 in the middle. And that will let you hold, I forgot how much, game mode 1, that will let you hold 9 extra spaces. So you hold in your inventory, you right click, and that'll give you 9 extra spaces to store your stuff. Next is the normal handbag with the yellow button, and that's crafted by taking the small camping bag, and you're surrounded by canvas. And this one lets us hold, really? No, it's a small, whoopsies. Alright, take the normal, and that lets you hold 3 by 6, so 18 extra spaces. And finally, there's a large camping bag, which has a green button, and it's used the normal camping bag surrounded by 8 canvas, and that lets you hold 55 extra spaces. So let me show you that. It's doubling your inventory essentially, so it's actually really convenient if you need to take a lot more things than you can carry normally. So I'm gonna throw all these in here. Actually, I can't. Apparently, you cannot put camping bags inside camping bags, so it kind of just limits the amount of space. So you can't have infinite space. And then finally, there's the campers. Whoops, I forgot that doesn't work. It's a new mob that you find at the campsites, and there are 2 versions. There's the male and the female. Let's see if I can get a female. Yep, there we go. Male and a female, female on the right, male on the left. And basically, they're just like villagers. You can right-click to trade with them for emeralds, and they can give you other things. You can trade things for emeralds, vice versa. If you kill them, you don't get anything. They're just like villagers, and they're just NPCs that you find at the camping sites. Finally, for the mod, we have the camping gear. I think that's what it's called. I mean, you just hit camper's helmet, camper's chest plate, camper's boots, and camper's leggings. And what this does, here I'll go into game mode 0, if I can type. Here we go. Basically what this lets you do is it has special powers to it, enchantments. You can jump higher and longer, and you can run faster, and you've got extra health regeneration. So if I just jump off of here, let's go up here. It gives you faster health regen, and it's got almost the same effectiveness of iron armor, so it's really great if you can find it. I'm not sure how to get it again because it's not said in the forums. Anyway, let me just take all this off, actually go to game mode 1. Alright, finally, we're going to show you, or I'm going to show you, the tents, which I have set up in the back. And basically, there are two types of tents you can make. You can make the storage tent, and you can make the sleeping tent with the sleeping bag. And what you do is basically you just put down a tent, you put a chest in your hand, and you right-click in it to make this. It can hold a ton of space. It's got double chest worth, so you can store a lot of stuff in there. But keep in mind, when you break this, when you break the tent, you only get the tent back, you don't get your chest back. And the same thing goes for this. This is using a sleeping bag, and if you put this down and then put a sleeping bag in and you break the tent, you only get the tent back and not the sleeping bag. Also, there's a bit of a glitch, so when you sleep in this, you sleep sideways. So again, it is a little bit glitchy. But yeah, that basically wraps it up for the mod review, so I'm just going to fly back up front. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, favorite, share. If you're not subscribed already and you're logged into a YouTube account, go ahead and do that. That'd make my day. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. So